What's up, everybody? This is Dorklu1030 here, and erg. Erg is all I can say. Um, work was horrible yesterday. It went by fast, but it was horrible. And today was horrible too. Oh my god, how angry I was. Today was just like, I'm sorry, wait, I didn't even go to work today. But yesterday at work was horrible. It was just horrible. Let me explain to you what happened. The internet was out, so that means that since the internet was out, that debit cards couldn't go through. And credit cards just took forever. Cash was basically the only thing that's going ching 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 ching. Now people were getting upset. Some people were being very understanding. Most people were being very understanding. But other people just sometimes couldn't wait. Sometimes were just getting angry and everything like that. I'm like, it just makes me so mad that people are just that impatient. If you really need what you need, go to another store. If you can't wait, if your life is like that, then don't just drop whatever you have right there and just leave. Because literally, we don't want to have to deal with you or anything. So yeah, the guy basically, I don't know, there's a bunch of other stuff. After that, the whole thing was out. We thought they were going to be left there, because my manager, he was like ready to go. So he was going to count the drawers and everything like that. And guess what the hell happened? I go to the back to throw some trash out and the power goes out. The customers were out of the store and everything, of course, but the power went out. And I'm like, this is the worst thing that could ever happen. The power went out. So we were stuck in my job, in the dark, waiting for the power to come back on. And that didn't happen. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, it's gone, it's out of the way, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Guess what came out? Or guess what I just heard? Now, if you guys haven't heard about it, Rock Band 3 has been officially announced using the Green Day Rock Band. Yes, it's going to have a keytar, but in addition to a keytar, it's going to actually have a 6-string Stratocaster Fender guitar. It's a real guitar which you can use on a real amplifier. And then they're coming out with some sort of toy guitar, which basically has 6 metal strings on where you strum, and then on the guitar itself is like over 121 buttons that you have to correspond where your fingers go. It can tell where your fingers go. So yeah, it's interesting. I hope that it works, because I always want to learn how to play the guitar, and this game will make me motivated so I can say I'm not wasting my time. I'm both playing a video game and learning how to play a musical instrument at the same time. I see it as that. I see it as a really good positive. Unfortunately, there are people out there who know how to play musical instruments already and don't see this as really fun. They'll just be like, what's the point? But Rock Band 3 still does support the regular modes. It has the 5 color buttons, so if you're not into the whole thing, there's still regular buttons. The keyboard is an actual keyboard. It's 25 keys from an actual keyboard. So basically, it's a whole 3 or 4 octaves, if I remember correctly. No. It's like 2 octaves, because it counts the black keys. So it's 2 octaves worth. So basically it's C to C. C to C to C. So yeah, that's how, at least that's what it looks like on the keytar. So basically it's 2 octaves worth, which is good, which is really good. Which, how they have it playing, they have gameplay video of how the keyboard works. Basically each certain amount of notes has their own color, and in that color you just push whatever button is in there. So that's how they teach you that. But they're adding a new mode called Pro Mode, which basically, if you're into the whole Pro Mode thing with the keyboard and you want to actually learn how to play real guitar and whatnot, basically it transfigures all the notes that are from the song and corresponds it into actual notes that are on the guitar itself, or the keytar, or the drums, basically, yeah. So they're changing it up a little bit, and I'm very excited about it because you get to play, instead of seeing it as a green button, you would see it as an A or G sharp, something like that. So you'll see it as musical notes, like B flat. So you'll know as that goes, and then you'll learn the fingering. So when you play on an actual guitar, supposedly you will be able to play it as it is on a real guitar because you're playing on the notes, and it will actually work because you're playing on the notes. So if you practice constant hours on Rock Band 3, maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to learn how to play real guitar and real keyboard and real drums. So, it's a good learning experience, and hopefully it does work out in their favor. Also, on the flip side of music games, well, it's not flip side, but it's the opposite. Guitar Hero has a game that's really caught my interest called Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. If the game is like what I see in the trailer, I will want to get this game because it looks like they're going back to Guitar Hero 3, and if that's the case, I need to play this game. Finally, My Chemical Romance gets some attention in Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock because, I like My Chemical Romance, and only being in Guitar Hero 2, it just wasn't interesting. Guitar Hero 2, there were DLC for the Guitar Hero 2 for Xbox. But moving along. E3 supposedly is 2 days away, I think. So I'm really excited to see what's going on with this. But I know every freaking system is going to be something that has to do with motion sensing, 3D, or some stupid bullshit that we don't need. Like Project Natal. I don't care about that. I really don't. It's $150. I think that's what they said the price is. I'm not paying $150 for a camera that can sense my movement. I don't think so. And PlayStation 3 with the freaking Move wannabe Wiimote controller. No. I'm not. I'm sick and tired of these motion sensing things. If they're going to do motion sensing, they need to make the whole world virtual reality. Like, they got to turn my whole entire house into this virtual reality room where, as I'm looking, if I look at what my wall used to be, it's actually a bunch of trees that I can actually put my hand through and feel the leaves and whatnot. If they're not going to make a video game like that, then no. I don't care for I don't care for the motion sensing. I don't care. Anyways. Also, another thing, a customer came out of nowhere. I don't know. I didn't check this article, but I'm going to check it out in a little bit. But there's something about a solar flare in the sun or something like that, and it's been bad since 1850. I don't know. And what happened is that he's saying that supposedly it's something where the Mayan calendar is actually coming true because the world is coming to an end. So pretty much the world is coming to an end. And this BP oil mixed with this freaking solar flare, as soon as the solar flare reaches that part, it's going to explode everything, and everything's going to go on fire, and then the whole United States is going to go down, and then it's just going to spread across, and they're just waiting for this thing to happen. So basically, thanks to BP oil, the world is going to end. Alright guys, hope you guys have a great day. This has been Dark Roller 1030, and I'm out. Peace!